Hi, this is your instructor, Laura Hutton. I want to take a few moments to show you how I organize my classes on Blackboard. When you log into the class, the first thing that you will see are announcements. In announcements, I post reminders about upcoming due dates, as well as other important pieces of information that I want to relay to you in a timely fashion. In addition to the announcements, when you log in, you should see a menu on the left-hand side of your screen. If you don't see the menu, you've probably accidentally collapsed it, and your screen will look like this. If you log in and this is how your screen looks, look for this arrow on the left. Sometimes you will have to move your cursor around for the arrow to appear. Click on the arrow and your menu comes back. I organize the menu in the left into 3 sections. The top section is the information that you want to review first when you start the course. So I have announcements, the college policies and resources, information for unplanned closures, which tells you what to do if the college closes or if I need to cancel a class for some reason. Start here. This is the information to really get you started in the class. If this is the first week of the semester, this is everything that you want to do to set yourself up for success. And then the syllabus. When I post my syllabus, I put the date that it was posted, and then if I make changes to it, I will put a note here. If you like to print the syllabus, I highly recommend that you write the date that you printed on it. Then you can always go back to Blackboard, see when the last updates were, look at your syllabus, and make sure that you have the current information. The next section in the menu is your instruction section. Course content is basically the primary instructional content for the course. And I organize this into modules. So each module is a folder of activities that you need to do. Readings, movies, lectures, and different kinds of activities. Each week, you will need to complete typically 1 or 2 modules. If you're taking this course in a condensed semester, like a summer semester or a term 1 or term 2 course, you will need to complete more modules every week. Other types of information here in the section of the menu having to do with course content, you have links to discussion boards if your course includes them. You have a section for assignments. Sometimes you might have specific additional types of assignments like Padlets or exams or tests, depending on what your course includes. Then the last section in the menu is links to different communication tools that I use. You will have a section for My Grades. This is where your grades for the class will be posted. When you look at My Grades, you will want it in course order. If you list it in course order here, it will show it in the order that I have organized it in. So you will be looking at it from the things that are due at the beginning of the semester to the things that are due at the end of the semester. Also make sure that you have the All button clicked on. This will show you all the grades for the class. In addition to looking at the numerical grades that are posted, make sure you view all my feedback for your grades. For example, you will want to click on the View Rubric. When the assignment is graded, this View Rubric information will include comments from me that tell you exactly why you received the grade you did. For some assignments, there won't be a rubric. For most of those, the actual numerical grade will be in blue, which means you can click on it to get sample answers and other types of feedback. There's also a section here for technical assistance. The technical assistance, this is not generic Blackboard information. This is information that is posted that's specific to your course. I've tried to post videos and tips that will help you solve the technical problems that students most frequently contact me about. If you ever have a technical difficulty, please check here first to see if there's guidance that helps you solve your problem. If you can't find an answer to your problem, I've also posted the contact information for the help desk here. Feel free to also contact me with technical difficulties, but I don't have a ton of technical knowledge, so if I haven't told you here how to solve your problem, chances are I don't know how, and the help desk may be more helpful. You can also email both me and your classmates here through email. And I've posted information here about Remind. Make sure you sign up for Remind for this class. Remind is mandatory. I send you messages through Remind frequently throughout the semester, sometimes several times a week. I send out messages to the whole class, letting you know about, remind you of upcoming due dates or special events. I will also sometimes send you personal messages. If I'm sending a message specifically to you, it will always include your name. So if you receive a message that does not include your name, it was a broadcast message sent out to the entire class. You can also contact me through Remind. When you do that, I receive it directly as a text to my cell phone, and that's the fastest way to get in touch with me. When you go to sign up for Remind, you might receive a message asking you to download the Remind app. You're welcome to do this, but you do not need the Remind app in order to receive messages to Remind. If you sign up using the code, don't use this code because you might not be in this class, but when you look in your class, it will give you the code for your class. When you use that code, you'll just get messages that are sent directly to you like a text message. You really don't need the app, although you are welcome to do it if you prefer. I hope you have a great semester. If you have any questions about the course or how it's organized, please let me know.